Welcome to my channel, English IN Story Sleep. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and don't forget to like and leave a nice comment. Love you all, thank you, and enjoy.
In the heart of the vast kingdom of Armadia, where echoes of grandeur resonated in every corridor and hall, Princess Lara lived a life that seemed like a dream from the outside, but from within, it was merely a golden cage. Lara was a 15-year-old girl with dark brown hair sparkling in candlelight and green eyes reflecting inexhaustible curiosity and deep boredom. She detested etiquette and dance lessons, preferring instead to explore forgotten palace cellars or read adventure books in the secret rose garden. Her only companions were her pets. Luna, a sleek Siamese cat with piercing blue eyes, always appearing as if deep in thought. And Rocky, a large golden hunting dog, kind-hearted but appearing a bit clumsy. And finally, Pip, a blue and gold macaw, talkative and fond of chattering, spending most of his time imitating the voices of servants and nobles. One rainy night, as Lara was trying to sleep, she heard a soft rustling sound from her bedroom window. It was not the sound of wind or rain. She opened her eyes to see Luna, the graceful cat, standing on the window ledge, climbing it with unusual agility, as if unconcerned by the height or the rain. Before Lara could call out to her, Luna leaped outside, heading towards the ancient oak tree overlooking her wing. Lara's curiosity overcame her caution. She put on her robe and slippers and quietly crept through the dark corridors, following Luna's trail. The cat led her to an abandoned tower in the far west of the palace, which no one had visited for decades. The air there was cold and damp, permeated with the scent of dust and time. Lara crept into a large room on the upper floor, which was an old, neglected library. And there she saw what stunned her. Luna was sitting on an antique wooden table, while Rocky sat opposite her, and Pip stood on the dog's shoulder. But the strange thing was not their gathering, but their conversation. They were talking in clear and understandable human language. "Minister Malik is planning something," Luna said in a calm, deep voice, utterly unlike a cat's meow. "I heard him talking to a stranger about the final plan." "And does the final plan mean bringing more biscuits?" Rocky asked innocently, wagging his massive tail. "I love biscuits." "You foolish dog!" cried Pip. "It's a conspiracy against the kingdom. Minister Malik, that cunning fox, is trying to seize the throne." Blood froze in Lara's veins. She couldn't believe her ears. Her pets, whom she thought were mere companions, were talking and plotting? And who was this Minister Malik? He was the Minister of Finance, a portly man with a short beard and small gleaming eyes, who had always appeared polite and obedient to her parents, the king and queen. Lara stumbled over a pile of books, making enough noise to alert the animals. Luna quickly turned, her blue eyes widening in astonishment. "Lara, what are you doing here?" Lara couldn't utter a word. She sat on the floor, shock having robbed her of all ability to move. You talk?" she finally whispered. Luna sighed. "It seems our secret is out, fellows." Then she turned to Lara, her eyes returning to their usual sharpness. "Yes, Princess Lara, we talk, and we are much more than you think. We are Shadowclaw, secret guardians of the kingdom. Our mission is to protect the royal family from threats they cannot see." Rocky, his innocence slightly dispelled, explained that they had been working as spies for generations, eavesdropping on conversations, infiltrating forbidden places, and relaying vital information. As for Pip, he gave a colorful demonstration of his talents in imitating voices and smuggling small messages. "And now, Minister Malik, he is planning something terrible," said Luna. "He has found an ally in the neighboring Shadow Kingdom and plans to sign a secret treaty that will grant them control over Armadia's resources in exchange for their support for him to seize the throne." This will happen during the upcoming Moonrise Ceremony. The Moonrise Ceremony was in 2 weeks, a major annual celebration where the kingdom's nobles and leaders of neighboring tribes gathered. Time was tight. "But what do I do?" Laura asked, a sense of responsibility growing within her. "I'm just a princess. I don't understand these matters." "You are not just a princess," Luna replied firmly. "You are the princess. You have access to places we cannot reach. You can listen to conversations we cannot eavesdrop on without arousing suspicion. You are our eyes and ears in the heart of the palace." From that night, Lara's life changed completely. She no longer felt bored or lonely. She became a trained spy, working side by side with her secret team. She would infiltrate Minister Malik's office under the cover of darkness, while Luna picked complex locks with her nimble claws. Rocky's large size served as cover to muffle sounds, and Pip monitored the corridors from a high vantage point, relaying any suspicious movements with his imitative voice. They discovered encrypted messages hidden in books in Malek's library, and overheard secret conversations between him and an envoy from the Shadow Kingdom, in which they spoke of the Dawn Shipment and the Activation Code. Lara used her intelligence and intuition to connect the dots. While Luna discovered secret hiding places, Rocky used his strength to silently open locked doors, and Pip imitated Minister Malik's voice to divert guards or give false orders. They faced numerous challenges. Lara almost got caught several times. Once, when a vase slipped from her hand in the minister's office, and again when a guard nearly spotted her behind a curtain. But her pet's skills always saved the day. Luna would pretend to be an ordinary house cat basking somewhere, and Rocky would playfully distract an unsuspecting guard. And Pip would imitate the voice of the king or queen to divert attention. As the moonrise ceremony approached, the conspiracy was fully unveiled. They learned that Minister Malek planned to sign the secret treaty during the ceremony itself, exploiting the chaos and festivities, and intended to activate an ancient spell that would briefly paralyze the kingdom's guards, giving the forces of the Shadow Kingdom an opportunity to advance towards the capital. The activation code was a passphrase he would utter during his speech. On the night of the ceremony, the grand hall buzzed with nobles and guests. Lara wore a lavish royal gown, but her mind was preoccupied with her plan. The animals were spread throughout the hall. Luna hiding under Minister Malek's table, Rocky pretending to sleep at the king's feet, and Pip hidden in the massive chandelier above the platform. When Minister Malek ascended the platform to deliver his speech, everyone's hearts began to pound. Malek began his honeyed words, praising the king and queen, while Lara watched his every move. At a certain moment, Luna, under the table, noticed Malek trying to pull a folded document from his inner pocket. At the same instant, Lara saw a faint spark in his eyes, a sign that he was about to recite the spell. "And now, esteemed guests," Minister Malek began, opening the document, "on this great day I announce—" And before he could complete his secret phrase, Pip leaped from the chandelier, screaming at the top of his lungs, perfectly imitating Malek's voice. "I am Minister Malek, and I am a traitor!" Malek stopped speaking, and silence fell over the hall. Lara looked at him, then nodded to Luna. In a flash, Luna leaped from under the table, snatched the document from Minister Malek's hand with incredible agility, and fled with it directly towards the king. At the same time, Rocky jumped from the king's feet, pretending to chase Luna, but accidentally tripped Minister Malek, causing him to lose his balance and fall to the ground. The king picked up the document, opened it, and read it aloud. It was the secret treaty revealing Minister Malek's betrayal of the kingdom of Armadia. The hall erupted in murmurs and shock. Minister Malek tried to get up and flee, but the guards immediately apprehended him. In the days that followed, Minister Malek was interrogated, and all his conspiracies were uncovered. His allies in the Shadow Kingdom were arrested, and the kingdom was protected. Lara became a hero in her parents' eyes, though they never knew the full details of how the conspiracy was uncovered. They thought she was merely a clever and observant girl, and that her pets were part of her inspiration. As for Lara, she never felt bored again. She had discovered an exciting secret life, a noble purpose, and extraordinary loyal companions. She always smiled at her pets, knowing that behind Luna's blue eyes, Rocky's playfulness, and Pip's chatter lay a team of professional spies who were also Princess Lara's best friends. Thus, the young princess continued her adventures, a secret guardian of the kingdom of Armadia, accompanied by her spy cat friend, her loyal dog, and her talkative parrot, in a world full of surprises and secrets she never could have imagined.
Welcome to my channel, English IN Story Sleep. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and don't forget to like and leave a nice comment. Love you all, thank you, and enjoy.